Yes guys, and a welcome from me. This is Championship Manager 0102. So I'm a little bit behind here because I found something out yesterday about something that was released a couple of days ago. The preview save for the October 2024 update has been released. One of my useful links is the championshipmanager0102.net website. You can get it right there if you want to have a dab at it yourself. In all honesty, I don't often get the preview save. I mean, I get it. I don't really do much on it. The idea of it really is for feedback, really. And I've just been reading, you know, it's very easy. Everybody's saying, well, he should be this and he should be that and he shouldn't have a finishing like that and blah, 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 blah. It's really the bigger scale sort of stuff they want as feedback. There is a README subsection where your download is, but I've just been reading it from Dermatron, who released this on Monday the 7th of October at 11:14 at night. There are instructions how to do it, how to download it. It's something slightly different. It's to avoid people compromising their current installs. I've just done it, and I literally just fired it up to make sure it all went okay. There's actually an EXE that gets downloaded as well. The October 2024 update preview save. I've just restored it, then I exited it, so I don't know what to expect in terms of the actual save itself. Let's have a look now then. I think he's got all the leagues open. That's what they normally do. Now, just a quick one. The last update, the April 2024, they didn't actually do a preview save, and I remember Steve Hall saying we're not bothering, we're just going to go straight for it. Personally, I think that's better. I personally think that's better. I was looking, and I don't know if I missed it somewhere, if there's a provisional date for when the actual update might be. A lot of people have been saying, when's the update out, when's the update out, blah, blah, fucking blah. It's normally the end of October. There you go. It's normally the end of October. And I'm just reading someone's first response here on somebody with 2 posts to their name on the forums, and they've wrote a whole load of stuff on Galatasaray. Oh, I see. Yeah, I see. Actually, there are no updates in the Turkish leagues. But what they've also put up, though, is they've put up a history tool as well for you to download. I'm not really too fussed about it, to be honest with you. But, you know, predominantly, the guys I know will sort it. And I really only look for stuff that I've got knowledge of. So we'll go with Liverpool first. It was the first team, and that's the first thing I look at, because I knew Liverpool had... There wasn't actually massive players moved, was there, over the transfer window, so nothing really special. Judging by that date, it looks like he started with Polish as the starting date, so we knew Chiesa was there. Oh, we've got the 4th column of attributes, coloured attributes as well. Chiesa was a big player, of course. The date hasn't been done, so anybody else of interest? Salah still looks a fucking beast, as per usual. Of course he does. 15 for the 6. It looks like Salah's just turned 32. Looks an absolute monster, don't he? Van Dijk, yeah, looks as is. He'll be 33 though, essentially. Did Arsenal buy anybody, essentially? We know that they brought Raya on a permanent basis. We know that Ramsdale left. We'll get to that in a moment. Saliba still looks quite a fucking rock beast. Let's have a look at Odegaard. Yeah, looks really good. Raheem Sterling, of course, on loan. Pathetic reality that is, really. Martinelli, great player. Jesus, I think Jesus is a great player, but never seems to really do it, does he? He never really does. Let's go to Manchester City, Manchester United, Man City then. He's got Rodri out for 11 months, yep. Makes sense, definitely. Jack Grealish, as is. Kevin De Bruyne, 32 years of age. He'll be 33, of course, when the season starts, which is going to reflect real life. Bernardo Silva, yeah, we like him. Let's have a look at Haaland. Yeah, Haaland as is. Let's look at Manchester United then. Anyone of interest? Yeah, looking good. Marcus Rashford as is. Ugarte looks pretty decent, don't he? Let's have a look at De Ligt. De Ligt will be around here somewhere, won't he? We'll have to keep ourselves up to date on De Ligt. He's got high injury prone. Well, he'll play well alongside the likes of Martinez. Yeah, they've both got 17s. Oh no, I was looking at the wrong one, weren't I? What a spastic. So De Ligt's a 12. I mean, De Ligt's not anywhere near as good as he was in one of the previous updates. Harry Maguire looks a little bit better, to be honest with you. Maguire. Casemiro, 32 years of age. Anybody else? Anthony, yep. Brilliant. Joke. Garnacho. No one else really of interest. Who else should we look at then? Let's look at Chelsea. Chelsea, who have got like 2,000 players in their squad. Let's have a look at their value of their squad. They really have got a fucking ridiculous squad, haven't they? Cole Palmer, let's see what he looks like. Yeah, he looks good. Wow, Felix, now a proper... Let's just have a check something. Yeah, he had a loan spell. He had a loan spell over here at Chelsea in reality. Of course he did. Yeah, they've got a big squad, haven't they? They've got a massive squad. I bet that's 50. That's going to surely be 50. Yeah, of course it is. There you go, 50 it is. Newcastle United. Someone at Tonali then won't be... Tonali will be one of the highest value players. Well, he's not actually as high as I thought. Harvey Barnes, 8 million, surprisingly. Guimaraes and Isaac. They're great players, aren't they? I mean, Almiron, I think Almiron's a great player in reality. Anthony Gordon, I just think he proved himself at the weekend. He's not as great as he makes out. He was guilty of a lot of shit there. Trippier, let's have a look at something. That's what I was looking for, if that was genuine. Okay, let's take a look quickly at... I think we need to look at Mbappe, don't we? We're going to need to look at Mbappe. So look at that. They've got Rodrigo, Vinicius Jr., Mbappe. Look at Mbappe. He looks better than ever. He really does. Jude Bellingham, Valverde. Looks really, really strong. So look at Barcelona then. Szczesny retiring. I read somewhere that he was... What did I read recently? I think he's only just gone there, hasn't he? Oh, he's got no... I think there was something that you can download, the histories. If you wanted to see the histories, they weren't all done accordingly. Doesn't interest me. For me, it's just about looking at the game. In due course, that will be rectified anyway. Yamal. Yeah, Yamal still as is. Okay, well, he'll be... Yamal will obviously be 17 at the start of the season, of course. Let me take a look now then. And this next one's an interesting one for me personally. Because... being from Peterborough, I wanted to look at Peterborough United. Peterborough United, now we as a team, squad, we sold a whole load of... we had a whole load of players we lost. You know, we completely got ripped apart. Now, Randell, now this is interesting here on the update. Joe Randell, he is deemed one of our best players. I can't really comment. I've not really seen much of him, but he is our highest paid player. He signed a new 3-year contract, which is rare for Peterborough, but about 2 weeks ago, he said he was unhappy at Peterborough, so not going to get a move, and he was benched for 2 games. He was on the bench a couple of days ago in that fucking Papa John Bristol Motor Bollocks competition, so quite interesting that he starts out as listed for loan. We've not really got anybody. I don't expect Peterborough to be any sort of force in reality or in the game. Randell was actually our highest paid player. Cipriani, that makes sense. Katongo on loan from Man City again for another year. We knew that. Archie Collins, Poku, one of our better players in my opinion. Jed Steer as well gets another stint in goal. Yeah, it's a shit fucking squad. It really is shit. So we're up and running then. And it really is interesting indeed. Let me just check something now. Just going to check something. I'm intrigued about this actually. Someone put feedback about Galatasaray wasn't sorted, but it clearly has been sorted. I'm reading it now. The guy has said... Oh, let me just move that a minute. Yeah, the guy that said about it, he's clearly got it wrong, hasn't he? He's clearly got it wrong. No, maybe not, actually. I mean, this guy knows about Alexandra, right. But I think there was a history thing, though. So, I don't know. You know what? Turkey don't interest me, so it doesn't bother me. But that's not to say it doesn't interest some people. The guy said... There are no updates in the Turkish league, so I'm not sure if I'm doing something wrong. Someone said you are definitely doing something wrong. But I'm looking at this Galatasaray team here. And based on what I've just done, unless I've done something wrong as well, which I may well have, to be honest with you. No, you see, he's out on loan, as is. Let's have a look at Tetty. Now, Tetty's gone, so I don't think there's anything of interest here. Yeah, that guy I'm looking at now, I'm looking at Benfica player, Kerem Artuglu. Absolutely right, okay. Yeah, he's gone, so yeah, maybe for the benefit of you, SN1907 on the forums, I think maybe you got it wrong. Let me just check. Yeah, you said on your post that Roland Salia hadn't arrived at Galatasaray. Well, this proves he fucking has. He has. Oshimin's on loan. Do you know what? I didn't even pay attention to that. He has arrived on loan, obviously. And of course, the manager. Let me just check that. Oh, hang on a minute. I thought Mourinho was in charge of Galatasaray. Let's have a look. Oh, maybe I got that wrong. Maybe it is Fenerbahce. I thought it was Galatasaray, to be honest with you, but it doesn't really bother me, to be honest with you. So yeah, I think the important thing, right, guys, is the update. The update. Dermotron actually concurred. I haven't read this. He's right. The loans are missing for all teams for some reason. I'll try and figure it out. You know, that's what this is for, though. To be honest with you. Can't get the staff these days. I mean, I'm just reading, you know, people put a lot of information that the update is there's only a team of 6 people that do the update. So these guys rely on as much support, but they do rely on support in the last few months, to be honest with you. To be honest with you, I mean, things like this, right, I'm reading here, right, from a guy called Ryu. Great work. A couple of things. Bernard Lenu should have a higher influence, 9 to 15. He is currently the club's vice captain. I don't know about that personally, because, you know, I wouldn't really want to say to one of the 6 updaters and say, guys, this guy should have a higher influence, because I can't be 100%. I don't know how anyone can say that personally. Steve Harl, one of the updaters, I say to him who I feel Peterborough's best players are, and I would not say, you know, I don't know, maybe that guy has watched Leno on a regular basis, I don't know. I mean, he's put his ear, Kenny Teti, better positioning, it should be from 12 to 14, tackling from 13 to 15, acceleration 14 to 15. How on earth he's saying he should have a better acceleration by 1? I'm a little bit, you know, questionable. Influence 19 down to 11. You know, he's clearly, obviously, a Fulham fan, so I guess he might know a few facts. I don't know. He's done a bit about Crystal Palace, done a bit about Swansea. Oh, so he's done fucking loads. Montpellier. It is interesting, and you know, the guys rely on feedback, but within reason. Definitely. Would you mind using the Leeds website or something to verify, cross-reference the staff? I've had some trouble with Transfer Market having outdated. You see, the guys, that, you know, they use whatever resources they can. But the bottom line is, right, the bottom line is, we are up and running, and it obviously means that the update is just around the corner. And I think it's always really good to see things like this. Let me check West Ham, actually. West Ham's always a good one. But the guys, rest assured, the guys will sort it. There's no doubt about that. So the guy from PSG, yeah, is from PSG. Gerard Bowen. Let's take a look then at. Let me take a look at Harry Kane. Let's take a look at Harry Kane, and let's take a look at the manager. Vincent Kompany, absolute disgusting, disgraceful appointment. Harry Kane, let's take a look at Harry Kane. Yeah, he's 31 now, so that makes sense, yep. I mean, some of the signings here were just fucking a joke. Absolute joke. I mean, the appointment in itself was just a joke. Manuel Neuer, still going. Alphonso Davies, yeah, some great players. Definitely some great players. And, of course, let's just have a look at, yeah, Leverkusen. Yep. Alonso, yeah, Alonso as is. Yeah, they look really good, don't they? They look really, really good. Right, And that's it, guys. So, get your ass over there. Go and get it. Go and give some feedback. Go and support the community. As I said before, guys, these guys, you know, there's only 6 of them. You know, they do a lot of work between them. Dermatron's a guy that puts a post out. There's a selection of people that do it. I know Steve Harcois is one of them. I'm not 100% sure who the other guys are off the top of my head. I mean, I'm just looking. There's 3 pages of notes here. You know, and these guys rely. Torquay United changes. You know, it's good to see. It really is good to see. I haven't really got much to add on Peterborough United, to be honest with you, but I know a man who will, and I'm going to try that later on tonight. So that's it from me, guys. Till next time, take it easy.